For retailers interested in viewing Jade inventory and pricing from Mason-Kay Jade, we have great news for you. The Mason-Kay Showroom has been updated. This video will walk you through how to set up and use your Mason-Kay Showroom account with your staff and with customers. The Mason-Kay Showroom is our online portal for retailers wanting to place an order to use with their customers in store, and also to be able to give their individual customers exclusive access to the Mason-Kay inventory from home with a markup controlled by the retailer. You can see here on the homepage of the showroom, which you can access via the showroom link at the top, that you can get into a variety of categories of different types of jade jewelry from the main page. Once you're inside of a category, you can use filters and also change the category that you're in at any time. If you ever have additional questions about how to use the showroom, you can learn more in the instructions tab at the top on the How to Use This Showroom page. Today we're going to talk about how to use the Mason-Kay Showroom. We'll discuss registration, managing your retail markup, creating logins for your Jade customers to use at home, and choosing items for your tray. So let's get to it. I'm going to clear my tray and I'm going to log out of my Jewelry Jewelers account. That way I can show you guys how to register. So starting with registration or setting up your login, if you already have a login, you can actually still use it. It has not changed. It's still the same. Use the same username and password that you had before. And if you're not sure what your store's login credentials are, just email Chris at masonkay.com. So here we're at masonkaysshowroom.com. And if we don't have an account, we're going to click Not Registered. We ask that you register just due to the sensitive nature of keystone pricing for the industry. So fill all this information out and we'll approve you the day you register, unless it's a weekend, of course. Once approved, you'll receive an email that says you're good to go and you can immediately start viewing product. So let me just log in really quickly under my Jewelry Jewelers account. So once you have a login, you can access your store account, which is where the default markup is at Keystone. So this cannot be changed. So right here, what we're seeing, this is Keystone pricing. So if you want to feature the showroom with a different retail markup, you will want to actually add a customer, which you can even designate for your store's sales floor. So let me just recap what I just did there. I clicked on Manage Customers at the top and then Add New Customer. So from here, I'm going to make an account for my sales floor for my associates to use. First name sales floor, last name customer. I'm going to come up with a password. You have to select an end date. So just pick a day in the far, far future because you're probably going to want to use this for a while. Unless it's, for some reason you would only want it to be active for like a month or a few weeks. You're going to have to click Activate Customer, and then you can actually control the markup here. So if I only want on the sales floor the prices to appear at a 2.5 time markup, I would put 2.5, and then anything if it's your cost $100, it'll show a retail of $250, and that can be adjusted later on as needed. So you're not married to that. You could also make it show no prices if you decide. Then you submit, and my customer account has been created. So let's go ahead and review. All of this can be changed, so you can still access your sales floor customer. This is still your account. It's just not on your main merchant account that says Jewelry Jewelers. So this one, when we access it, it's going to say sales floor at the top, welcome sales floor, instead of welcome Jewelry Jewelers. So you always know you're in your merchant account if it has your jewelry store name or whatever you first created your account as. So from here, I can change my markup as needed. Submit. Boom. So let's test it out. Let's log out. We're going to log in with our new account. Here we are. So it says welcome sales floor. So you can tell at the top here, this is different from my merchant account. So I don't have a tray anymore. I have a request list. There are less options because from this second account, from this customer is what it's technically called, I don't have the ability to change markup. That was controlled in my original merchant account. So as you can see here, it has our UPC or item number and the price with the markup that you have already designated. Instead of adding it to a tray, I have the option to add to request list. When a customer builds their request list, they actually give you access to it. So once they have built their wish list, they can email the request to you. They can type a little message and send it as an email. And that does not go to Mason-Kay. That goes to you. That goes to Jewelry Jewelers. So that is such a great asset to have that better communication with your customers and know exactly what they're shopping for. When using the showroom from your customer account, everything is pretty much the same as far as filtering and appearances. The same products are going to be there. It's just going to have a different price, and it's not going to have the tray option. It's going to have the request list. So let's go ahead and get back into our merchant account. So I'm going to log back into Jewelry Jewelers. So from here, I can actually manage multiple customers. So if I have a really great customer that I like, a really great customer, and this customer really loves Jade and I want to give her access. So here we go. I have the sales floor account that I can use on my sales floor computer, and then Mrs. Really Great also has her own account right here. And again, I can always view both of these. And what's really nice too is that once they start building request lists, you can actually view those at any time too, as long as they don't clear it out. If you go into account info and select manage retail markup, this is for store owners to set a default markup from their merchant account. That way, when sales associates are establishing customer accounts, that markup has already been decided and they don't have to create one. So in this case, you would train your staff to always click use my default markup. Moving on, so in this merchant account, my Jewelry Jewelers account of the showroom, instead of having a request list, you actually have a tray. So when you click add to tray, that's different than when your customer adds to request list. The request list goes to you, the retailer. The tray goes to Mason-Kay. This really comes in handy if you're needing to place an order, pick out items for a memo, or choose items to feature in your trunk show. So you can fill up your tray and then click email tray to Mason-Kay and then say, hi, Jordan. Okay, you don't have to say that. But you can send that email. Boom. It makes it super, super simple to place orders, plan memos, and trunk shows, the whole 9 yards. This isn't exactly placing your order because a Mason-Kay staff member is actually going to follow up with you after you send that email. So just to clarify, you will not receive your order confirmation immediately. It will have to be after you've spoken with a Mason-Kay staff member who's going to follow up and confirm your order. This is mainly because we update the showroom once a week, and therefore we just can't guarantee that every single item is available at the time that you're viewing it. So during our follow-up conversation regarding your tray, we'll be able to tell you exactly what is available and discuss shipping, terms, etc. So one more thing about the tray, let me add a few pieces to my tray for demonstration. So here I'm filtering by color and price and metal type. So after applying these filters, I'm going to select some items to add to my tray. So we're back in our tray. Before, what we did was we did email tray to Mason-Kay. I also recommend saving a printer-friendly PDF to your computer, just so that you have it for your records. So there you have it. Mason-Kay Jade is the leading supplier of natural jadeite jade jewelry in the United States. Our renowned brand is an asset to the industry and your customers, as each piece has been tested and guaranteed natural A Jade. We also offer testing services and valuation services, as well as jadeite jade valuing for appraisers. And we do have a ton of information about jade, the importance of natural, and our testing services on the Mason-Kay website, masonkay.com. So going back to the showroom, Upon registration for your showroom login, you will receive an email with information on how to use the showroom. And of course, you can always call us at the office if you have any questions. We look forward to doing business with you. So visit Mason-Kay Showroom.com to get started.